Doubles, the breakfast of an island, sold from a tray on the roadside before the morning is fully awake. From Trinidad, two soft fry breads called bara, folded around a spoonful of curried chickpea, the humblest food the island makes, and the one it cannot live without. They will tell you it is simple. 2 breads, some chickpeas, a little pepper, but simple things carry the most memory. This is the food of the indentured, the laborers who crossed an ocean from the villages of North India and folded home into a bread they could sell for pennies. Nothing wasted, everything shared, a whole people's history held in one hand. 4 servings, 15 minutes of preparation, 1 hour of cooking. Total time, 1 hour and 15 minutes. 1 cup of dried chickpeas, the channa, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, the gira, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half of 1 Scotch bonnet pepper, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 whole onion, 1 tablespoon of tamarind, and 1 tablespoon of oil. It begins the night before. The dried chickpeas go into a bowl of water, and they wait. Through the evening, through the dark, they drink and swell and soften. By morning, they have nearly doubled themselves. Drain them and let the water run clear. This is the only patience the dish will ask of you, and it asks it while you sleep. Now the pot, a little oil, warmed until it shimmers. The onion, chopped fine, goes in first. Then the garlic, 4 cloves, crushed beneath the flat of a blade. Let them soften together, slowly, until the sharp edges fall away and the kitchen turns sweet and low. Do not rush the onion. It is building the floor of everything to come. Then comes the moment the island calls the bloom. The curry powder, 2 tablespoons, goes into the hot oil, the cumin, the turmeric, and for a single minute you stir. The spices darken, they toast, they open. The air fills with something that cannot be poured from a jar, only made in a hot pan. This is where the doubles finds its soul. 1 minute, no longer, only until it is fragrant. Now the chickpeas return. They tumble into the spice, each one catching the gold. Half a Scotch bonnet, left whole and unbroken, for warmth without fire. A spoon of tamarind, and then the water, 4 cups, poured slow until the pot goes deep and quiet. Listen. The simmer begins as a whisper. Cover the pot. Lower the flame until it barely breathes. And now, you leave it. For 1 hour, the channa softens in its own curry, the sauce thickening, the chickpeas surrendering, some breaking open to cloud the liquid gold. An hour is not long for a dish that waited a century to reach you. When it is ready, the channa is soft enough to crush with the back of a spoon. The sauce clings. It no longer runs. In Trinidad, this is spooned warm onto the bara. 2 of them, always 2. That is the whole secret of the name. You do not ask for 1. You ask for doubles. To understand doubles, you must go back to 1845. A ship reaches Trinidad carrying laborers from the Bhojpuri villages of northern India, bound to the sugar estates after the end of slavery. They brought almost nothing, a few spices, away with the chickpea and the memory of a fried bread from home. The bread was born of the North Indian kitchen, a spiced fried dough. In Trinidad, it kept its old name, Bara. The chickpea kept its name too, channa. And the cumin they toasted, gira. The grandmothers held that the gira must be roasted only until it begins to smoke, never a moment longer, for that is where the flavor hides. For a long time, the channa and the bara were sold apart. Then, in the 1930s, in the small towns of southern Trinidad, a roadside vendor pressed the curried chickpea between 2 breads and sold it warm from a tray. Customers wanted more of the bread. Make it double, they would say, and the name held to the dish forever. Today, doubles belongs to everyone. It is the first thing eaten at dawn and the last thing bought at midnight. Sold on the corners from Port of Spain to San Fernando, wrapped in brown paper, slight pepper, or plenty. A food born of the indentured, now the shared breakfast of a whole nation. Cheap, humble, and loved beyond measure. So this is doubles. Not grand, not rich. A spoonful of curried chickpea, the gira still warm, folded into soft fried bread and eaten with the hands, the way the best things always are. It asks for nothing but a little patience and gives back the memory of an ocean crossed and a home remade on a small, bright island. 2 breads, 1 island, and everything held between them. And the table, at last, is set.